On today's Social Sunday, we're going to be making pumpkins out of paper. Sometimes we're going to be making them as single pumpkins, sometimes in pairs, and sometimes with 5. And sometimes we can string them all together and make a whole lineup of pumpkins. We're going to be making pumpkins today. The first one is the big one. And we take one sheet of paper and fold it over. I think maybe it's easier because I'm right-handed. I have the folded side on my right side. I'm then going to take a marker, and you will have an image of this, but I'm going to do it kind of freehand, that I'm making half of a pumpkin. And at the very top, I'm kind of putting its stem. Then I'm coming down to the bottom, and they often have little bumps in the bottom right there. I'm going to make an eye, and a nose, and a smiley mouth. If you're really good at cutting, you might be able to actually put some teeth in there. What I'm going to do now is switch to my scissors and cut it out. I'm going to start at the top. Now, this folded side, I want to try to keep folded and not cut it unless I absolutely have to. The eye is harder, and I hope that you will maybe have some adult help on this, because I'm going to try to kind of push my scissors through the paper. But if you push too hard, you can come and hurt yourself, your fingers on the other side. Having made that slit, I'm going to go in and cut out what will be the eye. I'm going to open it up and leaving my markings on the other side, because then I have this very happy pumpkin. Now that we've made one pumpkin, we're going to try to make 2. And when you have 2, you take your piece of paper and you can fold it in half. And then you take the top sheet and fold that back toward the fold. And do the same on the back. What you will then have is a kind of fan. And that fan will become 2 connected pumpkins. You can do one of 2 things at this point, and that is that you can cut your sheet of paper in half, and I will do that next, and make 2 pairs of pumpkins, or you can make one big one, and long, tall is what I'm thinking. And so what I'm going to do is make this one long and tall. Again, because I'm right-handed, I want the double fold on my right side, the 2 ends and the single fold on my left side. And with my pen, I'm going to draw another pumpkin. This one is going to touch on both of the folds. It's going to start on the left side and come up and have its connector. And I'm going to start lower on this side and bring it around. My nose is going to be here, and my mouth, which I might make kind of funny that way, is going to be there. Because it's harder to cut through 4 pieces of paper, I'm not going to make the eye the way I did before. I think I'm going to make this one as just kind of a flat one like that, and it will look like one long eye. So I'm going to then take my scissors and cut out again. I have one pumpkin and it's connected to the second pumpkin. So I'm double pumpkined. Okay, if I fold the other direction, which is in half long ways, and to take the edge and fold it toward the center. And again, take the edge and fold it toward the center. I'm going to put my double folds to my right side because I'm right-handed, and I'm going to make 2 pumpkins, one on top of the other. Our last attempt is going to be one that is much smaller pumpkins. I want about 1 inch. Now you turn your paper over and fold it back on top another inch. Have you ever made a fan? This is kind of like making a fan. Five not so happy looking pumpkins. I'm going to tape them together and hang them up a little bit so that you can see them all together.